tired of fighting over power outlets and power banks? This is a simple and fast review of the GOODaaa Power Bank 3-pack and portable charging station. We're going to open it up, show you what it looks like, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying.
All right, so as we get the box open, you'll find your instruction manual, and I'm just looking at all these goofy little images. I'm seeing some kind of presidential candidates and or past presidents, stuff like that, as stickers. You have a whole bunch of stickers, and the idea being is you want your individualized power station or power bank to kind of be individualized, and so they offer all these stickers to go on it, and there's 3 of them and the station. So we'll continue to kind of just open this up, and you'll find your 3rd. And then you'll have some charging cables here as well. This is a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, as well as just a USB-A based power outlet, plug right into the wall. And then at the bottom here, we'll have our actual charging station that you can pretty much take anywhere you want if needed. As you'll see, that's the USB-C input. These will just kind of go, you'll see the little 2 pieces there, and they'll kind of have to fit in. There's kind of like a little lip there that will require it to kind of fit in only one way. And I've already got a station kind of set up, with a charger, I should say, so I can just plug this in to kind of get it started here. And you'll kind of see some lighting. It's kind of weird, so maybe I have to kind of, nope, looks like they're kind of doing their thing. All of them. The lighting is kind of goofy on the bottom. I'm going to take this off for a second just so you can see it. It's kind of, all 3 are plugged in, but it's not really showing that all 3 are plugged in properly. And I'm not sure why, depending on that. So maybe it's because they're overcharged or something like that. I'll see. Turning one on. See the blue light. No real indicators of exactly how much juice is in this though. So let's take another look after reading the instructions. All right, so I cannot find anything that would provide an indication that these will tell you exactly how much power is left in them. All it can tell you is that that blue light means that it's on. From there, you'll have the USB-C and or I guess your lightning cable, your old iPhone lightning cables on each one of these. So you'll have multiple ways to kind of charge items, as well as being able to kind of just plug them in here. So we're going to demo that in just a moment. Not this one, but the USB-Cs and this. And for the life of me, I'm not sure why the lights just don't stay on that, but it does look like they're all charged up, and maybe that's kind of being goofy because of that, but I can't see any other reason why. There's nothing on the actual connector ports. You can see kind of here, there's nothing on here, so I'm not sure why the lights aren't just staying on, but that's the least of my concerns as long as they're actually charging. So we're going to test that part out as well. As mentioned, you got a whole bunch of stickers. I think it's like 108 or 120 or some number, at least 108 stickers that can use for personalization. So we're going to go ahead and just test this individually as far as how that works. And then I don't know, I don't think this can charge, it doesn't hold a charge on its own without being plugged in. So just be aware of that. You actually have to have it plugged in for sure. And one thing I will test is get that cable back out. I'm just going to test this on its own. Maybe it's the cable that I'm utilizing. So we'll go ahead and plug it in there does show that it should be. All right, so that light works. Nope, light's still going off, and I know you can't really see that on the angles here, but the lights just don't stay on when you plug this in. So it's not the cable, just seems to be an issue on that. So we'll test out the capabilities of the actual power banks. All right, so first I want to point out that if you have a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, which it does not come with, just to clarify, this can be utilized as a way to charge. You'll simply just, plug in your cable, and as you'll see, it will charge. Also, just simply using the USB-C, as you can see, it is charging. So I'm going to let it run down a little bit and then just see kind of how it recharges in here. But I'm going to, charge up a bunch of different things and test these out a little bit and finish up the review in a minute. I should also add real quick that you can charge multiple things from the same device all at once. That also is a big factor. All right, so you probably can't tell, but the lights are still continuing to flicker on and off. I've drained battery on all three of these, and so I'm not really sure what's going on. It could just be a simple lighting issue, which to me is not a big factor. What's important to me is that these things really did a great job of charging things fast, having a lot of capacity, and being able to charge a lot. So I love the portability, the usability of these. The only concern is just not knowing how much juice is in them. So it's going to be one of those things where I just have to leave them on the charger all night. Now the good news is if you don't want to use the portable charger, which is of course an option, then you can just literally plug it in like this and these will blink. And I know you probably aren't getting a good view of this. So maybe, well, I'm not going to be able to really show you without moving this. So let's do that. As you can see, it is going to blink. Now, if you had them in this way and this was up on the top, it would be great because then I know that they're still charging. In the meantime, I kind of have to just utilize that. So let me show you that on the bottom. So like now they're doing a good job of showing it. So it's showing that that's not charging. It's kind of a grayer versus a full charge, but then if I move it around, it goes to a full light. So there's no real clear indicator, and that's my biggest issue. So I'll just leave them charging all night and utilize it from there. But overall, really, really happy with the capabilities. I just wish there was more information on the chargeability. So hopefully this review helps you, and thanks for watching.